Ancient wisdom for a modern world. The law of the triangle. Redirecting energy for personal and collective transformation. Welcome, beloved seeker, to another step on the sacred journey of expanding consciousness. You've walked with us through the alignment of beliefs, the radiant power of collective intention, and the effortless flow of manifestation that arises when we harmonize with the universe's pulse. Today, we stand at a threshold, a place where the tools we've carried, particularly the words we use, reveal both their brilliance and their limits. Imagine trying to describe the infinite expanse of a starlit sky to someone who's only known the flicker of a single candle. Words, those delicate vessels of meaning, were forged in the crucible of duality, shaped by minds that perceive separation, boundaries, and distinctions. Yet here we are, venturing into realms beyond concept, beyond the grasp of language's net. These realms where oneness breathes, where interconnectedness hums, are not easily captured by syllables or syntax. And yet, words are the lanterns we carry, the only tools we have to light the path toward truths that transcend them. This paradox is our starting point today. As you listen, allow the ideas to stir something deeper than intellectual understanding. The concepts we share are not the destination. They're signposts, invitations to awaken subtler senses. They beckon your intuition, your felt knowing, to rise and meet the mystery. By engaging with these ideas, you're not just absorbing information, you're loosening the grip of linear thought, opening doorways to direct experience. The journey of expanding consciousness is not about mastering definitions, but about letting the essence behind the words permeate your being. Trust that as we explore, something within you, a quiet recognition, a spark of remembrance, will guide you toward perceptions that language alone could never hold. Let's turn our gaze now to the world as it unfolds before us. Glance at the headlines, scroll through the endless streams of social media, or listen to the hum of collective conversation. What do you see? A world that often feels fractured, division, conflict, scarcity, and fear amplified in a relentless loop. Why does this persist? Not because of some unchangeable fate, but because of a subtle, invisible force, the collective energy we pour into what we perceive. Every thought, every word, every click to share a story of outrage or despair is a drop of fuel enriching the very realities we wish to transform. Our awareness is energy, and energy is creative. When we fixate on the problem, be it injustice, chaos, or lack, we don't diminish it. We amplify it. We water the weeds instead of the flowers, unconsciously sustaining the patterns we long to release. Picture this: a global tapestry woven from billions of individual threads. Your thoughts, your emotions, your focus. Each thread vibrates with energy, and together they shape the collective field. When millions dwell on what's wrong, sharing posts about division or debating the brokenness, they anchor the tapestry to that vibration. It's not about blame. It's about mechanics. The world mirrors back not our hopes, but the energy we sustain with our attention. This is why the state of the world feels heavy. It's a reflection of where we've collectively placed our gaze. But here lies the gift. You, yes, you hold the power to redirect that energy. The world doesn't change by fighting what is. It transforms when we energize what could be. Enter the law of the triangle, a timeless universal principle that unveils the sacred geometry of creation. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize a triangle, its 3 points glowing like stars in a cosmic dance. At the base, one vertex represents what is, the current reality, the tangible world with its joys and struggles. At the second vertex, what you desire, the vision, the dream, the higher potential that calls to your soul. And at the apex, the third point, pure energy, the raw, unformed force of your attention, intention, and emotion. This triangle is not a static diagram. It's a living blueprint, a map of how energy flows and realities form. The law of the triangle teaches us that creation is never singular. It's a relationship, a dynamic interplay between these 3 points. Let's break this down. The base point, what is the reality you see around you, your circumstances, the world's events, the collective story playing out. It's the starting point, neutral in its essence, neither good nor bad. The second point, what you desire, is the vision you hold, a life of abundance, harmony, connection, or a world of peace and thriving ecosystems. The apex, pure energy, is the creative force you wield every moment through your focus, feelings, and actions. The magic of the triangle lies in how these points interact. When you pour energy into what is, especially at shadows like fear or lack, you strengthen the base, keeping the triangle flat and unchanging. Every complaint, every viral post about what's wrong, every moment spent ruminating on the unwanted sends energy looping back to the base, reinforcing it like roots sinking deeper into the ground. But here's the alchemy, the secret the law reveals. You can shift the flow. Withdraw your energy from what is. Stop feeding the unwanted with your attention. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It means observing without attachment, without letting your emotions and focus get entangled in the cycle of resistance. Instead, redirect your energy to the second vertex, what you desire. Paint that vision in vivid detail, a life where your heart sings, where relationships flourish, where the world reflects unity and abundance. Feel it as if it's already real. Let the joy, the peace, the gratitude of that reality pulse through you now. From the apex, let pure energy flow, not as effort or force, but as a natural, effortless allowance of what's possible. In this redirection, the triangle transforms, the base lifts, pulled upward by the magnetic pull of your vision. The lines of energy realign, and what was once a static reality begins to morph, drawn toward the potential you've energized. And this is the law in action. Creation follows the path of your focused energy. It's not about fighting the old. It's about energizing the new. And the beauty, it's effortless when aligned with this universal principle. Struggle arises only when we resist the flow, when we cling to the base instead of reaching for the apex. Let's make this practical. Imagine a challenge in your life, perhaps a financial strain. The default impulse is to focus on the lack, the bills piling up, the worry tightening your chest. That's energy flowing to what is, anchoring the triangle to scarcity. The law invites a different path. First, observe the situation without judgment. Acknowledge the bills, the numbers, but don't let them define the story. Then shift to what you desire. Close your eyes and see abundance flowing. Your needs met with ease, opportunities arriving like gifts, a sense of freedom and generosity radiating from you. Feel it now, the lightness, the gratitude, the certainty of provision. From the apex, pour pure energy into this vision. Speak of possibilities to trusted friends. Share inspirations on social platforms. Act as if abundance is your reality. Journal about it Visualize it before sleep. Let it permeate your being. The triangle responds. Circumstances begin to shift. Opportunities align. And the base of your reality lifts toward the vision. This works for any facet of life. Strained relationships, release the narrative of conflict. Instead, envision harmony. Conversations flowing with understanding. Bonds deepening through mutual respect. Feel the warmth of that connection now and let your actions reflect it. A kind word, a gesture of trust. Health challenges, observe the body's signals without fear, then energize vitality. Picture yourself vibrant, strong, moving with ease. Let your choices, nourishing foods, restful practices, align with that vision. The law is universal. It applies to every corner of your experience, from the personal to the profound. Now let's expand the lens to the collective. The world, too, is a triangle, a vast interconnected web of individual triangles dancing together. Every person's energy contributes to the collective field, shaping the reality we all share. When millions focus on division, fear, or collapse through news cycles, social media shares, or heated debates, they pour energy into the collective what is, keeping the global triangle anchored in struggle. But imagine the shift if we redirect it. Imagine withdrawing energy from the unwanted, not ignoring it, but refusing to amplify it. No more sharing posts that spread despair, no more fueling outrage with endless arguments. Instead, we energize what we desire. A world of unity, of thriving ecosystems, of equitable systems that uplift all. Share stories of hope, of people building bridges, of solutions taking root. Speak of the world you want to see. Feel its reality in your bones and act from that place. Whether it's planting a garden, supporting a cause, or simply smiling at a stranger. This is where the law becomes revolutionary. One person's redirected energy ripples outward, touching others. 10 become 100. 100 become millions. The collective triangle lifts, its base transforming as the vision gains strength. Wars don't end by debating their horrors. They dissolve when enough hearts energize peace, living it in their actions and words. Economies don't heal by lamenting greed. They shift when we energize abundance for all, supporting systems that reflect it. The law of the triangle shows us we are not powerless spectators. We are co-creators, architects of a new earth, weaving a tapestry of possibility with every redirected thought. To embody this, let's try a practice. Take a moment now, wherever you are. Breathe deeply and bring to mind something in your life or the world you wish to transform. It could be a personal struggle or a collective issue, perhaps climate challenges or social division. First, observe what is without judgment. See it clearly, but don't let it pull you in. Now shift to what you desire. If it's climate, envision thriving forests, clean rivers, communities united in sustainable harmony. If it's division, see people listening, understanding, building bridges. Paint the vision vividly. Colors, sounds, feelings. Let it come alive in your heart. Now, from the apex, direct pure energy. Feel gratitude for this reality as if it's already here. Write it down, share it with a friend, or post a vision of hope online. Take one small action today, a kind gesture, a conscious choice that aligns with this vision. Notice how it feels to redirect. This is the law in motion. As you practice, you'll notice something profound. The illusion of separation begins to soften. The triangle isn't just yours. It's woven into the collective, into the one energy that connects us all. Your shift lifts the whole. This is why the law is so powerful. It reveals that your personal transformation is the world's transformation. Every time you choose the vision over the problem, you weaken the grip of duality, of us versus them, and step closer to the truth of oneness. In our next gathering, we'll deepen this exploration, diving into the interconnected dance of all things, how full interconnectedness dissolves the final illusions of separation, revealing the boundless unity that has always been. Until then, wield the law of the triangle with love. Your energy is the wand, your vision the blueprint, and the world awaits its reshaping. Experiment gently. Notice where your attention flows, redirect with compassion, and watch the triangles lift within you, around you, and beyond.
Like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment and check out more of our videos. Click to be notified. Thanks for watching.